Stephen A. Did Wade make a mistake leaving Miami?
Yes, he did. And it's something that I told him from the time that I learned that he was going to Chicago. I was never a supporter of him going to the Chicago Bulls because I thought all they had was Jimmy Butler and maybe Rajon Rondo if he learned how to hit a perimeter shot. I know he's a good point guard, but he can't shoot. But I thought all he had was Jimmy Butler. I didn't think he had a coach in Fred Hoiberg, who I like. He's a very, very nice man, but he's a damn good college basketball coach in the NBA level. You've got folks within the Bulls organization who thinks he would be better served as a third assistant. You don't have the roster because Paxson and GM Gar Forman didn't put forth the requisite roster. You certainly don't have a strong coach going back to Hoiberg. Why? Because Paxson and Forman were too interested in making sure they had a coach that they could get along with rather than a coach in Tom Thibodeau, who was an exceptional basketball mind, even though he was devoid of a championship. So if you're Dwayne Wade and you're going to leave South Beach, if you are in the prime of career and you're going to go and play in the house that Michael Jordan built, which is in your hometown, I can't knock you for it, but he would have been better served, in my opinion, doing so at an earlier juncture in his career where he could be that preeminent star that he once was. He's a three-time champion. He's a first ballot future Hall of Famer. He's one of the greatest players we've ever seen, and we get that part. But when you think about him, look at them young horses in Miami. Look at a Whiteside. Look at a Richardson. Look at a James Johnson. Look at these boys and think about what they would be if they had the leader that is Dwayne Wade. They'd be in the playoffs now. And to not be there, even though he should have been treated better, and Riley should not have tested him by trying to shortchange him with that $41 million, to depart from South Beach for $6 million, I just don't, and not feeling respected. I know that he has a point, but at the same time, your history with Pat Riley and the Arrisons is just too great to walk away at this juncture in your career for this situation. You're going to leave, go play with LeBron. You're going to leave, go to a title contender. But to leave to go play for the Chicago Bulls, this Chicago Bulls, nah, it was a mistake.
I totally disagree. I think everything you said points to why he should have left. First of all, you're not going to leave the Miami Heat as long as LeBron and Chris Bosh are there. Those are all the championships, except for the one he won with Shaq. So that's the real meat and potatoes of the whole Dwayne Wade in Miami career. I mean, that's where the best stuff happened. Maybe not for Wade personally. That was the MVP of the finals he played in with Shaq. But in terms of the number of championships he won, a number of championships he went to, and the whole story of the whole thing, that's with the Heat. You're not going to leave there. Then, at that point, therefore, if you want to play in your hometown for your hometown team, you want to do it when you have something left in the tank, which he does. And yet with Dragic, there's a little redundancy there. I'm not sure that the whole was greater or even as great as the sum of its parts. I'm not sure if Wade never leaves the Heat, they're significantly better right now. But the fact is, they're practically neck and neck with the Bulls and the Pacers. I mean, along with the Pacers, the Bulls and Heat are basically neck and neck for a playoff spot. If anything, whether or not he even makes the playoffs, that justifies the move. In other words, Dwayne Wade went to a place where we still don't know. We'll know after tonight. He may have made the difference, getting his hometown team into the playoffs over the team that he left. I mean, that could still happen. But even if he barely misses it, the fact that it was that close illustrates why it was okay. He still has something left in the tank. The LeBron era is over in Miami. He went to a team, he almost got in the playoffs over the team he left. I like all of that.
The Chicago Bulls do not have the future that Miami has available to it.
Neither is Wade.
And having a, well, let me finish. And having a leader like Dwayne Wade, who's been synonymous with that organization, means far more than getting this Chicago Bulls team to an 8th-seeded spot where they're going home in the first round. It's not like they haven't been in the playoffs in the last decade or something. Chicago Bulls were in the playoffs a couple of years ago. I'm just saying
that
they're going nowhere.
Where are the Heat going this year?
Excuse me?
If the Heat had Wade, you think they're going somewhere? Where?
I just finished saying, if you would listen, Dwayne Wade is synonymous with the Miami Heat. Anything that they do is a plus for him in his future, not just now, but beyond his playing career.
So let me ask you something.
It's more significant.
All right, D. Wade will finish the season averaging 18.5 points per game, his lowest mark since his rookie season.